Hello and happy Wednesday, Kinders. Yesterday we went over how we can use addition to join groups together, and today we're going to go over how we can use addition to help us solve some math problems. But before we get started, you need to put your math brain on so that we can get some math done. So today we are practicing using addition to solve problems. Let's look at the word addition. And let's practice spelling it before we get started. A, D, D, I, T, I, O, N. Addition. Remember, addition, we use the plus sign, and this is what the plus sign looks like. And plus is spelled P-L-U-S. And then we also use our equal sign, we talked about this yesterday, to write our addition math sentences. So equals is E, Q, U, A, L, S. So there are three kinds of addition problems. We have problems that ask how many in all. We have problems that ask how many join. And then we have problems that ask how many were there first. So we're going to go over two examples of each of these types of addition problems. So our first question is asking how many in all. So let's go ahead and read our math word problem right here. It says there are 3 cats eating pizza. 1, 2, 3. And 4 cats eating popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it says, how many cats are there in all? So we want to figure out how many cats do we have eating snacks in all. And what we can do is we can use our 10 frame to help us. So first what we're going to do is we're going to count how many are in each group. And we can use our word problem to help us. So it says there are 3 cats eating pizza. So let's count our cats eating pizza. 1, 2, 3. And there are 4 cats, it says, eating popcorn. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to take these numbers and we're going to put them in our 10 frame. And remember, when we're using our 10 frame, we can use, we don't have to draw cats in each of the squares of our 10 frame. We can just draw circles to represent the cats. So these are my cats eating pizza. 1, 2, 3. Those are my 3 cats eating pizza. Then I'm going to add the number of cats eating popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this shows me how many cats I have eating pizza and popcorn in all. So let's write our math sentence. So we start out with 3 cats eating pizza plus 4 cats eating popcorn, and then we're going to go ahead and count how many are in our 10 frame to see how many cats we have in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 cats in all. We're going to go ahead and write the number 7. So we made the addition sentence 3 plus 4 equals 7. All right, we're going to try another one. This time we don't have pictures to help us, so we're just going to have to use our 10 frame and use our word problem to help us. It says Nicole has 6 Cheetos and Aubrey has 4 Cheetos. How many Cheetos do they have in all? So what we're going to do is we're going to use our 10 frame and we're going to draw circles to represent our Cheetos. So Nicole has 6 Cheetos, so I'm going to draw 6 circles in my 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it says Aubrey has 4 Cheetos. So I'm going to draw 4 circles for Aubrey's Cheetos in my 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go ahead and count how many I have. How many Cheetos are there in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So together they have 10 Cheetos in all. So now I'm going to write my addition sentence. So Nicole had 6 Cheetos. Aubrey had 4 Cheetos, and 6 plus 4 equals, we came up with this number right here, 10. So 6 plus 4 equals 10. So there are 10 Cheetos in all. Now we're going to go on to a new type of problem, the how many join problem. So in these kinds of problems, we start with a number, and then we have some other amount join. And then we end up with how many we have in all. So let's look at our problem. It says there are 2 students in the library, and some students join them. We don't know how many join them because it just says some. It doesn't give us a number. It says now there are 5 students in the library. So how many students joined? This is what we're going to try to figure out. So we started with 2 students in the library. So this is where we're going to put our number 2. We started with 2 students in the library. And then we had some join them. We had some number join them. We don't know what this number is yet. But then we found out that there are now 5 students in the library. So this is our in all number. This is how many we have in all. So we can take this number and we can draw it in our 10 frame. So we're going to draw this number in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to take this number right here, this 2, and we're going to pick out a group of 2 from what we drew in our 10 frame. So I'm going to count 1, 2, and I'm going to circle these and say that is my group of 2. And then whatever I have left over, this is what I have left over, that should give me the number of students that joined. So let's go ahead and count what this number is. 1, 2, 3. So this tells me that we started with 2 students in the library, and then 3 students joined them, and now there are 5 students. So I'm going to take this number 3, and I'm going to put it right here in my math problem. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. So let's try that another way with another problem. There are 8 students on the playground and some join them. Now there are 10 students on the playground. How many students joined? So let's think about this. We're going to use this number 8. There are 8 students on the playground. So we know how many started on the playground. So we put the number 8 right here from our problem. And then it says some students joined. That's this number right here. Some students were added, some joined, but we don't know what that is yet. So we put a question mark. We say, I wonder what this number is. Now there are 10 students on the playground. So that tells me how many students are on the playground in all. And that's 10. So we're going to put that here after our equal sign, because our equal sign, remember, equal sign tells us how many in all. That's our in all. That's also what the equal sign means. So just like the last problem, we're going to take this number 10 and we're going to draw it in our 10 frame. So we're going to draw 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this number 8, we're going to count out 8 of our circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to circle all these and show this is our group of 8. Then we're going to look at what is left over. What do we have to tell us how many students joined to come onto the playground? So we're going to count these circles. 1, 2. So this tells me that 2 students came to the playground. So I'm going to write the number 2 right here. 8 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, and our last type of problem, how many were there first? So in this type of problem, we don't know how many we started with, but we know how many we add and how many we end up with. So let's go over this. Miss Yaklin made some cupcakes. So this is this number right here. We don't know what this number is. I made some cupcakes, just some amount of cupcakes. Then she made 2 more. So whenever you see the word more, M-O-R-E, this word usually tells us that we have to add. So when you see the word more in a word problem, it usually tells you that you have to add. So if we look at our plus sign, we had 2 more. So we know that I made some cupcakes and then I made 2 more. So I put the number 2 right here. Now she has 6 cupcakes. So now I know how many cupcakes I have in all. And so since it's in all, we're going to put it after the equal sign because that tells us in all. So I had some cupcakes, I made 2, and then I got 6. And now we want to know how many were there first. How many did I have before I made 2 more? And just like the last problem, we're going to take our in all number and we're going to put it in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to take the number that we know of how many I added. We added 2 more, so we're going to take this number and then we're going to also count that out in our 10 frame. 1, 2. So this is what I added, and then the rest should be what I started with. So let's go ahead and count those dots. See how many cupcakes did I start with? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I started with 4 cupcakes. So I'm going to take that number and I'm going to put it right here in my math sentence. We're going to go ahead and read this math sentence. 4 plus 2 equals 6. All right, let's try one more. So my dog Riddick, he ate some treats. We don't know how many treats he ate. We don't know how hungry he was. So he just ate some number of treats. And then he ate 3 more treats. He ate 10 treats in all. So how many treats did he eat first? Is the question that we're trying to answer. So we know that he ate some treats. So we put a question mark. We're trying to figure out this number. And then he ate 3 more. And I know when I see the word more that means we added 3. So after my plus sign, I put the number 3. I say, okay, we added 3 more treats to the number of treats he ate. And I keep reading and I see it says he ate 10 treats in all. And when I see in all, I know that that goes after my equal sign. So I put the number 10 after my equal sign. And if I want to know how many treats he ate first, I'm going to take my in all number. I'm going to put it into my 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to take the number that I added. I'm going to count out a group of that number from my 10 frame. So 1, 2, 3. And so whatever is left after I circle this group should be how many treats my dog Riddick started with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So circle this group. I have 7 in this group. And I'm going to put that number right here. That tells me my dog Riddick ate 7 treats. Then he ate 3 more, and he ate 10 in all. 7 plus 3 equals